All right, y'all. Welcome. It is Monday, September 18th, 2023. Welcome to Moon Magic and Mindfulness with Grace. I still have no clue how to go live on the post where there's somebody waiting, but here we are. So hopefully they make their way over here. My name is Gracia Lamore. I am a personal coach certified by Lumia Coaching. They are accredited by the International Coaching Federation. So you're going to hear me say a lot that I am an ICF certified coach. That's pretty much what that means. And I specialize or prefer or help or just, I shouldn't have said any of that because niching down is somewhat of a conversation in itself, but most of my clients are highly sensitive empaths, highly sensitive people, and we deal with a lot of processing and a lot of just information that is available to all, but sensitivity, is a tool that helps translate all of that information. And so myself and most of my clients are highly sensitive empaths. And welcome here in Moon Magic and Mindfulness with Grace. We like to talk about, hello, April, welcome. So happy that you're here. We like to start the week with a mindset of today is the day to get pumping, get going. I try my best to not work. And I say it in quotations because, house chores is work, right? Even getting the family to do a recreational activity on a weekend is a lot of work if you think about it, right? Oh, let's go on a picnic. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, right. Right? And so I try my best to just not do anything work related during the weekend. And then I go at that every Monday. And for me, work is anything content creation, anything book related, anything coaching related. Those are the things, anything business related, right? Unless there's a sale and I have to send a package during the weekend, I'm not going to say no to that, right? So the point is, Monday comes along, Moon Day, and that's when, in this context, in this conversation, in this system that I continue to discuss and dissect and talk about every Monday, in this system, we come at Monday with that fresh mind, relaxed and refreshed, mind, body, and soul, in order to then strategize, one of my favorite words, and just plan the week ahead. Now, I get it that, plants of mice and men, and you make plans and tell God your plans and how hilarious that is, blah, blah, blah. I've heard it before. But that's where the moon comes in. Dun, dun, dun. Right? That's where the moon comes in, because it goes from zodiac sign to zodiac sign every 2 to 3 days. And the moon is our emotional journey. The moon is our intuitive journey. The moon is our spiritual journey. Or it symbolizes that. The sun, right now, we are still in Virgo season, meaning the sun is in Virgo. So the moon goes from sign to sign every 2 to 3 days, and the sun goes from sign to sign every month. And that's why there's a calendar and, a year and seasons, right? And so this week is the last week of Virgo season. Saturday, we transition into Libra season, into Libra season with the fall equinox. Yay! Can you believe it? It's already fall, y'all. Like, it's, what a gift, like, this is season 2, meaning, second year doing this, episode 37. So, man, it's like those little things that really get to me and make me feel like so grateful and so excited to do this. And it is the consistency of it. That's Virgo right there. And following the zodiac and following the moon and following this journey that we embarked on last year when I published this book has honestly been the biggest gift. So thank you so much. I just want to take a moment to do that, because I feel like the astrology this week is not necessarily intense. It forebodes. It looks good. Let's just say that. But it is the last week of the summer season, like officially, like on the calendar, right? And so I wanted to take a moment because this week is an invitation to reflect. I feel like not just logically speaking, because it's the end of a season and we might as well ponder the season that we just had. Ha, LOL. But because we start the week with the sun in Virgo, right? And the moon in Scorpio. And Scorpio can be very dramatic. Scorpio can be secretive. Scorpio can be kind of taboo and scandalous. But at the same time, Scorpio also, with the context of liking to dig deep, invites you to get to the bottom of whatever has been ruminating, meaning asking all the questions, meaning pondering all the options, cons and pros, Venn diagrams. That's how you get to the bottom of something, right? You get to the bottom of something by diving into the rabbit hole and digging deeper. And you do that when it comes to our personal lives by investigating, by asking questions, getting curious. And aside from the moon in Scorpio, Monday, Tuesday, and early Wednesday, the moon is also trining Neptune, and Neptune is that subconscious, transcendental, under the surface, deep in the ocean of our subconscious shadow. I loved, if it's your first time here, I love to quote Chani Nicholas from the Astrology of the Week podcast and Jessica Lanyadoo from her Ghost of a podcast. Both of those are such great resources. And I loved so much that Chani mentioned in her podcast that this week, even though we're on a waxing phase, right? We start the week with a waxing crescent. This week with the astrology with Neptune and, the moon in Scorpio and everything else is almost a new moon vibe. And that means the shadow work. That means tapping into that subconscious to really make sense of, to really ponder how does this piece of information, how does this piece of intuition, how does this piece of inspiration from spirit, how does this feeling that I have or this knowing that I know, right? How does this fit like a puzzle piece? That's very Virgo, right? Like a puzzle piece into my life. And this transition into Libra, we're going into the portion of the zodiac that is a little less ethereal, if you will, and more just digging deep, because we're going into Libra, which is very relationship and community oriented as opposed to the self. The South Node is currently in Libra as well. We discussed this a few weeks ago. And after Libra, we go into Capricorn we go into Scorpio, then Sagittarius, and then Capricorn. And so all of those tend to be the winter season, which is very dark, right? It's when there's less light and the nights are longer, and the nature around us just goes quiet. We've talked about this before, and how the whole season invites you to go within, much like nature does. And when you go within, what happens? Are you struggling within, or are you purposefully making sense of things within so that then you can achieve well-being, health, happiness? don't we want those things, right? It is because of those things that we are then able to serve and to participate in life and society and to be a part of the working force or to just live. So, needless to say, I've been pondering a lot. Because I just said so much, but I see that we got some people in the room. Sound off in the comments and say hello. I love that April is here. So thank you so much, April. And let's get to our week. We are following Moon Magic and Mindfulness with Grace 2023 Manifestation Agenda / Journal. Here's a warning. If you would like to participate with this for the rest of the year, don't buy the book on Amazon because we already did all of this. This is a dated agenda. So if you buy it now, you can't just use it next year. Next year, there's going to be another agenda that has all the moons and everything in it. If you want to get the PDF printable so that you can journal and paint and follow along with us, then there's a link in my description, and in my link tree, you can become a subscriber there. And that means that you become a Patreon, and monthly you get updates, personal updates, and just goodies that I send, including that PDF. Hello, Terry. Welcome. So we began the week with that waxing crescent. How are your relationships going? How are you communicating through? Here's something that came up during this weekend, which is, when we have a conversation with a friend or a therapist, a coach or a mentor, we want to be validated, we want to be seen, and as a result, our friend, coach, mentor, therapist, spiritual advisor mirrors and reflects and cares and nurtures in a very specific way. And so when it comes to a one-on-one conversation, much like a coaching conversation, if we are talking about, your relationship, but they're not in the room, then it's a bit tricky, right? And I'm not a relationship coach, but I do strongly believe that when you're a certified coach, if needed, you can absolutely coach anybody because the methodologies are there and the powerful questioning is there and you have the tools that you were taught and that you should be practicing, right? And so the reminder that came up this week is that we are all, and I've said this before, but it does bear reminding every once in a while. Even I need to remind myself of this every once in a while because there's a lot of people coming in and out of, just my home in general, right? And so the reminder is that we are all under the same moons. We are all under the same sky. And so even though it reflects differently on everybody and it resonates differently with everybody, we are all going through the same astrology, even if it's a bit different. And so that just bears the reminder of kindness and patience and understanding in order to, assess before we speak or whatnot, whatever, do with that what you will. But that's what this week is also kind of primed for. It's a great week for those conversations with mentors or coaches or therapists because of Neptune trining the moon and these water signs. Sagittarius, which is where the moon is going to be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Sagittarius is goal oriented. So making sense of what comes up in the next 2 to 3 days to then target what the next move is. That's what Sagittarius allows us or helps us or guides us to do. And then during the weekend, we are going to be able to discern, what of this, where does it fit or does it not fit? Does it not serve? And what do I do moving forward? And then we're going to be Libra season and it's going to be a new week. And that'll be it. So all in all, I feel like it's one of those weeks where we do have an opportunity, yet another opportunity to make sense of a lot of what's come up in the past few weeks, months, etc. So how does that sound? How does that resonate, right? We have affirmations. So the affirmation for today is I am excited for my future to unfold in a positive light. And I find that very interesting considering that just next Saturday, we are going to be transitioning into that longest night of the year, shortest day of the year with the fall equinox. Yay! Fall is coming! And pumpkins all over the place. And, pumpkin spice lattes have been available since like, I don't know, September 1st, I think. And then another affirmation is I am taking care of me so I can nurture others with love and kindness. See? This is what I was just talking about. This is what I was just talking about. Now, we just had a new moon, so let's just quickly go over those questions. And we might cut this episode short because my child is alive and awake and very active. So I'm going to go get him. Let's talk about the new moon real quick. Questions. How am I focusing on the details of whatever project I have started? That's so Virgo coded. Second question, how can I celebrate all accomplishments, big or small? And what routines can I change or establish in order to better focus on what I am trying to create? I remember last week that I told you I needed to figure out when was the best time for me to paint this wall. It's something that is going to be like a little by little type of project, so I can just pick a moment in my day to just do that little every day. And as of right now, I still haven't figured it out because I picked a time and then out of a whole week, I literally only did it like 2 out of 7 days. So that just tells me that that time is not the best time because of whatever reason I didn't do it the other 5 days, right? So it's still an experiment with love and kindness and compassion to the self. I'm just going to try a different time and see how it goes. And, something else that I decided for the project is I'm not going to give myself a deadline because this is not a project that involves anyone else. And this is just something that I'm doing for me. So what's the rush? All of those questions and all of that, assessment is the point of doing all of this work, I feel like, or one of the points of doing all of this work is to get in the habit of reasoning and putting two and two together in order to then really hold on to that belief, hold on to that answer, hold on to whatever it is that you decided was the truth in the moment. And then how do you express that authentically? That's the journey, right? And the affirmations for the new moon were I am driven by excellence. And then the next one is the one that like LOLs that one because it says I take pride in my work despite the mistakes and the lessons. So it's like those two statements, how interesting to put them together, right? I am driven by excellence. It is something to look forward to or to look up to, right? Or to aspire, if you will, right? But at the same time, I am aware of where I am at. I am aware of my limitations. I am aware of just life in general. And so I am driven by excellence, but I am also very proud and thankful and honored for all the lessons and the mistakes along the way. It's two sides of the same coin, I feel like. And I guess the coin is life, right? Oh my gosh. And then everything that I'm saying also, like how this stream of mind is going right now is also very moon in Scorpio, because it's all just flowing. But that is it. That's it for the week. Next week we begin with the waxing gibbous, so we're not going to have a full moon until September 29th, but we are going to have the next eclipse in Libra. And that's going to be a huge conversation because eclipses are bookends. They really are. So when we go into the next eclipse in Libra, we're going to discuss the eclipse that happened 6 months ago, and we're going to discuss the eclipse that happened last year and how they mark or how they can be catalysts, how they can be not portals, but doorways. And, you know, a door is a portal, right? Into a different room, into a different place. So I love eclipses and I love the conversations that we have around what happens in our lives when the eclipses roll around. So I'm excited for that. April says, I love the journaling questions and the affirmations for each moon. Thank you so much, April. And yes, I'll get back with you so that you can get with that PDF. Thank you so much, April. And so everybody, let's do a quick breath work and a quick meditation. I never want to leave you hanging on that because I know how much you love these meditations, and so do I. And actually, April, if you sign up to receive the PDF, you also receive an audio meditation that you get to keep and play as many times and whenever you like. It's going to be the music and my voice and the meditation. So I'll send you that information for sure. Everybody, thank you so much. I have to say, before we go into the meditation, again, I'm so grateful for your patience and your kindness during this transition, going from one app that was allowing me to host a whole different audience along with you, and now to just YouTube. But I don't want to say just YouTube. I'm actually so excited to be live directly into YouTube because I want to connect with whoever is here. And not just that, but I want to thank my viewers and subscribers, because the last 2 episodes, and this will be the third, hopefully, the last 2 episodes that we hosted directly into YouTube have been my most viewed episodes. And I am so grateful and excited. So thank you again. Please share if you have a friend that likes, the moon, or if they know what emo means, or if they identify as empaths, or if you have a friend who is sensitive, if you have a friend who's into astrology, please share the channel and invite them over to this conversation. I love to have a dialogue, and hopefully soon I can have a guest and start doing the show as a conversation the way that it was before, right? So let's get to relaxing. If you're sitting down, then both feet on the ground and center your spine. And if you're driving, do not close your eyes. In fact, what I've realized is that with neurodivergence being such a broad spectrum today as ever, if you want to meditate with your eyes open because closing your eyes makes you feel a certain way, then that's absolutely okay. I just want to say that, right? I don't want to dictate that you have to close your eyes, okay? But anyway, music for this meditation is brought to you by Brain FM. When you open them, I love this app so much. Look, focus, relax, sleep, or meditate. Which one would you like? Well, we want to meditate. And this meditation is going to be unguided. And then, it gives you options to check the atmosphere, the genre, and the time frame. We're going to do chimes and bowls, and we're just going to breathe real quick and review these affirmations. You'll find a free trial of Brain FM in the link in the description as well. So as you focus on your breathing, nice and slow, take a deep breath in through your nose. Deep breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out through your mouth. Long, extended breath out. Hold it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe in again through your nose. Hold it at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out through your mouth. Nice and slow. Hold it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and settle down into your breath. And with me, just imagine or picture a gentle breeze and the air ruffling the trees and the crisp of the leaves. And slowly take in the stillness and the peace as you ground yourself into this moment. And you may repeat these affirmations or think about them. I am excited for my future to unfold in a positive light. I am taking care of me so I can nurture others with love and kindness. With me, take one deep breath in through your nose. Deep, deep, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out through your mouth. Long breath out. Hold it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe in again through your nose. Deep breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out through your mouth. And settle into that exhale. And slowly bring your awareness to this moment. Bring your awareness to your body. Open your eyes. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening, commenting, participating. April, Terry, I hope you have a wonderful week. And if you are watching on the replay, let us know where you're tuning in. And I hope you can make it next week. Bye, everybody. I love you. Bye-bye.